Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're taking a look at the Colourpop x Mandalorian The Child Limited Edition palette. I hope you all enjoy the review as well as the makeup tutorial that follows the color swatches of the palette. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell icon before you leave so you're notified when new content is uploaded. I hope you all have a wonderful day, stay safe, and make good choices. Really cute. This is the mirror on the inside. The cutest in the galaxy. It does have Baby Yoda. That is the 9 pan colors. And we're going to go through each one. We're going to start with the top row. And then we'll go from there. So in the first row, the lighter shade here on the bottom. It is a lighter gold color. This is Precious Cargo. The darker gold color in the center is Right Hand Mondo, and the brown shade at the top is Just Like a Tatooine. So moving into the middle palette, we're going to start with the green metallic shade on the bottom. This is the color Sipping Soup. The very pretty metallic green. In the center, we have a darker, almost seafoam green color. This one is called Baby Face. And then the darker, more bronzy gold on the top is called The Force. And last but certainly not least, we're going to go into the last row of the palette. Last but certainly not least, we're going to go into the last row of the palette. Starting off with the olivey green on the bottom that does have a reflex of glitter in it. This color is called Little Frog. The middle color here is more of a darker olive green. It does look a little brown on the swatch, but it is a darker green color. This one is called Float Your Crib. And the brown shade that does also have gold reflex in it is called Droid Protocol. To start, we're going to take the Milani Rose Primer to prep our skin. For foundation, we're going to be taking the Milani Conceal in Perfect Foundation Concealer 2-in-1. And we're going to apply this with a damp beauty blender. So for concealer, we're going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape in the color 12S Fair. And I take this for any blemishes under my eyes to hide the darkness, down my nose, forehead a bit, and my smile lines, and now my top lip. And then I just blend that out with a beauty blender. So next I'm going to take the Anastasia Beverly Hills setting powder in the color Translucent, and I'm going to take my beauty blender and I'm just going to bounce that into my skin to set my face. Once I set my face with my beauty blender and the translucent powder, I'm going to take the Morphe JH01 fluffy brush and just dust off the excess. Making sure I blend down my neck, just so we don't have any harsh lines. Next, I'm going in with the Milani Silky Matte in the shade 02 to bronze my face and contour my cheekbones. And for this, I'm using the JH07 Morphe brush. And I'm just taking what's left on my brush just to contour the sides of my nose. Next, I'm going to go in with the NARS Orgasm Blush. And I'm just going to put this on the apples of my cheeks and blend it into the contour. For this, I'm using the JH04 angled brush. For highlight, I'm going to go in with the Jeffree Star Cosmetics highlighter in the shade Sarcophagus. This is one of my absolute favorite highlighters. A little bit goes a very long way. And I also use it to highlight the bridge of my nose. My Cupid's bow. And just a little under my bottom lip, just to make them pop. Like that. Alright, so next we're going to go in and fill in our eyebrows. We're using the IT Cosmetics Brow Power Pencil in the shade Universal Taupe. I'm just taking the spoolie and brushing the hairs up to shape my eyebrows. I need a smaller mirror for this. You don't have to worry about them being perfect. We'll go back in and fix them with concealer and shape them a little bit more. Now with my eyebrows, I don't go too crazy just because I do already have a really good shape. I just add a little bit of color to them just to make them a little more prominent. Okay, so to shape our eyebrows, we're just going to go in with a flat brush, and I'm going to use a little bit of the Tarte Shape Tape just to go in and clean up the lines. Okay, so now we're going to go in with our P. Louise Makeup Academy base to prime our eyelids for the eyeshadow. And I'm just going back in with that same flat brush that I used to shape my eyebrows and clean up the lines. So for today's eyeshadow look, we're going to be going in with the Colourpop Cosmetics X Mandalorian collaboration, the Child palette. Now that I've set the P. Louise base, I'm going to go in and start to transform my eyes. This color that I'm using is called Just Like a Tatooine, and I'm putting that in my crease and blending it up towards my brow bone because I do have hooded eyes, but I just want to use this as a subtle transition shade. Next, I'm going to go in with the shade Float Your Crib. And I'm going to blend this from my inner corner out and then into where we put that transition shade. Next, I'm going to go in with the shade Little Frog. And I'm just going to blend out the line that I created here. Don't mind my dirty brushes, they do need to be cleaned. And if you do feel like that you blended it out a little too much, you can just go back in with what you already have left on your brush. Go back in with that Little Frog color to blend out the harsh line. So we're going to go back in with that darker green shade. We're going to go back in with the darker green shade, the Float Your Crib, and we're going to blend that down into our lower lash line. Now we're going to take the Little Green Frog shade and we're just going to blend that out a little bit more. Now we're going to go back in with the Tarte Shape Tape, and we're going to do an inner corner cut, and I'm just going to go in with a flat concealer brush. Next, we're going to go in with the shade Right Hand Mando. And we're going to put that on the inner corner where we just did the crease cut. For this, I'm using the JH41 flat brush. And I'm just going to go in and pack that on my inner eyelid. Now I'm just going to go in with that fluffy brush that I used for the darker color, and I'm just going to blend the two together. Next, I'm going to go in and curl my lashes. And then I'm going to go in with the Essence Princess Lash. And there's the finished eye look. So now I'm going to take the Cover FX High Performance 24-Hour Wear Setting Spray and set my face. And then I'm just going to fan it just to get it to dry a little quicker. Now I'm going to go in with the Essence Soft Contouring Lip Pencil in the shade Big Proposal, and I'm going to line my lips. And then for the lips, we're going to go in with the Jacqueline Cosmetics lipstick in the shade As If. And as a topper, I'm going to go with the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Legends Only lip gloss. And just apply that on